cause I'm getting money. I heard he's mad at me, goodies on me. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. I heard he tryna lie me, but I ain't no dummy. It's okay.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. We should have a good one on tap here today. It's the Steelers coming in at 1-5, going up against the Bengals, who come in at 1-4.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. This will be fielded at the 8th. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. First down throw coming for Dalton. Dumps it off to Mixon. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a third down and 6 to go. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. He'll have a first down past the 40. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's complete to Jesse James. A really nice gain of 25. Yards. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. This is Cohen. And he's brought down. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot. getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Second down following the run. Out of the gun, Dobbs. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 24-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
They try again with Cohen. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Two yards to go here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do now. The key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. So Dalton now. Michael Brockers busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So the sack, and now it's third and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. Flushed out right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
So we have to remember, this offensive unit, they've been off for the last 2 weeks. Had an open week. And so it might take them a little while to get back into rhythm. I know they worked hard to try and get past that in practice, but practice isn't game speed.
An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Oh, some strong running. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They take over 1st and 10 in excellent field position here. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. This is Cohen on the toss. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Dobbs now on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. To throw is Dobbs. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
And it's good to make it 14-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A reminder later tonight, a game some folks have had circled on their calendars since the schedule came out in April. That's the Super Bowl rematch. Falcons, Charles, at Foxborough to take on the Patriots.
Super Bowl 51.5, anyone?
Then on Monday night, that's no slouch either. An NFC East battle between the Redskins and the Eagles. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. To throw on 3rd down. Dalton. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. On the toss, Mixon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
The best defensive lineman They play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
To throw here, Dalton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They go play action here on 1st down. Going deep for Moncrief. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Dalton now to pass. Try to lay. It got his man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Again, it's Mixon. And an alley to run. And he's brought down. 12 yards that time, and it's Cincinnati 1st down. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
A toss play to Mixon, and he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 46. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Around the NFL, 2nd quarter in Indianapolis. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. Throwing here, Dobbs. And he rifles one incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And it's 3rd and short.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
On 3rd down, that's Cohen, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up into half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Dalton, 1st and 10. To Mixon on the check down. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A big hit. Knocked down sideways right at the 45. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Flush to his right. Past the 20. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Shift together here from the D-line. Here's a run with Mixon. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. Back to the NFL scoreboard for his third quarter in Indy. The Jags have just scored as they'll add on to their lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And he's got it up and through. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you'd think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Now Dalton. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Second down, Dalton. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, Dalton. He drops it off for Bernard. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the 4th. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Fights loose. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense. Energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now.
Here we go! Ohio!
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. They'll leave it for Cohen, complete. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is knocked down from the side. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you can see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your...
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Chris Baker breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? The quarterback gets hit.
Dobbs. And he's going to go down again. Vontaze Burfict in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Carlos Dunlap in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Well, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath. Oh, no, he lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And Bullock will put this one through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Come on, let's go! What? 90! What? 90! Ohio! Ohio! Check 43! Flex round! Flex round!
On 2nd down, Dobbs. Over the middle, complete. It's James. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got room. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. He'll look to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
He'll get it to the 23-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do.
And his kick is right through. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. He's back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. All right, here's Dalton. And his throw is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Big spot. Andy Dalton. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Dalton wants to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about